Most agency owners, coaches and consultants are terrified of their own clients. They think that because the client is the one paying the invoice, the client is one who should be calling the shots and setting the pace. But the truth is, the moment you let your client dictate the speed of execution, you have already lost the relationship. If you are waiting for your client to get around to filming that ad or approving that funnel, you aren't a partner. You are a glorified assistant who's watching your own profits bleed out. The real reason why your clients are not listening to you is that you haven't shown them that you have the balls to confront them when they are being lazy. So if you want to scale to 6-7 figure months with your business, you have to stop being the yes man and start being the leader that your client actually hired you to be, especially if you're a coach, consultant working one-on-one or growth operator. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to step in and motivate your clients by taking the upper hand in the relationship. I will break down why you need to put your boss on the table and have the tough conversations that keep people accountable to their own goals. We will cover the exact psychological frame for communicating the value of an action so that your clients prioritize your tasks over everything else. So by the end of this video, you will understand how to expand your client's vision and turn a slow relationship into a high-speed revenue-generating machine. My name is Wojciech Dąbrowski and I help coaches, consultants, and high-ticket business owners in the info space scale by fixing the friction between their strategy and their client execution. I manage teams that step into existing businesses and force them to move at 10x their normal speed by proving our value through raw output. Obviously, depending on the business, I either come in hands-on to lead teams directly, or I consult with your teams or you as a founder to help you reclaim authority over your own operations. Everything I'm sharing today with you comes from the front lines of managing different clients and turning lazy partners into top performers. And I used personally these systems to scale my own new agency from 0 to 50K per month in 6 months. So it's not fluff theory, it's just battle-tested knowledge I get during that time. So without waiting, let's dive into it. Because the biggest mistake I see agency owners, coaches and consultants working one-on-one with their clients make being reactive instead of proactive. When they notice a client is slacking, you see them missing deadlines or ignoring your requests, and you think to yourself, maybe they'll do it tomorrow, maybe in a week, but in a 30-day scaling window, tomorrow is a luxury you don't even have. So when you fail to address bad behavior immediately, you are setting a base that tells the client it's okay to disrespect your own process. If they don't understand the why behind the action, they will always find something else to prioritize, usually something that doesn't actually make them money. I remember a situation where a team was moving slow on automations and telling us they would get to it by the evening. Instead of waiting, we stepped in, took over the roles and finished the work before they even finished their lunch break. By moving fast as hell, we proved that we were the high performance in the room, and the rest of the team was forced to either keep up or get out the way. So when you prove that you are the most competent person in the room, people don't want to let you down. They want to match your energy, your frequency. So now I'm going to share with you the framework I use. I named it the accountability reframe, because if you want your clients to execute on your strategy, you must follow this 3-step communication framework. First, confront the goal. Remind them of the specific number they said they wanted to hit on a sales call, or any other goal related to your offer, the transformation you provide. Let's say, for example, in agency space, if they say they wanted to make 100K per month, ask them directly, does being lazy on this ad film look like a 100K behavior to you? That would get them to realize that their behavior is not matching the identity they need to have in order to achieve these goals. Second, communicate the value of the action. Never give a task without explaining the revenue outcome attached to it. Obviously, revenue is related to agency, growth operating space, but if you're a fitness coach, we're speaking about lose weight, it's the same mechanism. So the outcome. I tell often to my students, if I tell you to do 20 video pitches, you might do it next week. But if I tell you these 20 pitches will land you 5 clients and 20K in closed deals, you will do it today. And that changes the frame immediately. Third, expand the vision. Most clients get stuck because they reach a small peak and think think they've won the game. I used to have the same experience. So you need to show them what's possible by comparing them to people doing, for example, 5 million a month, making their current success look like beginner stages. And I used to have the same with my mentor, who's one of the biggest in the info space. When I was making 50k per month, he challenged me so often that it's broken numbers, even though I was living life, bro, 50k per month, life is good. But when I start speaking with people making like 400k, 500k, mil per month, I quickly realized that 50k is a rookie number. And that's why I have a goal in my mind to scale one of my agencies from 50k to 125k by the end of this year. I wouldn't even push this goal if I wouldn't have this conversation with my mentor. Because by looking upward at what's possible instead of downward at what's comfortable, you force them to take calculated risks and stay hungry. Because let's be real, managing client motivation is a key part of the systems we build for high-ticket businesses. For some, it means done for you service, where we handle the scaling of your business, your teams, and high-level accountability for you, especially if you're high-ticket coach, consultant, or high-ticket business owner. For others, I act as a consultant to help the founder or his team find the right client traits during the sales process so they stop signing headache clients in the first place. Whether it's building SOPs for your team or refining your offer creation, the goal is always to create a relationship where the highest revenue actions are non-negotiable. If you're currently working with clients who don't listen, or you feel like you're losing control of your agency results or your coaching business, we should talk. You can book a scaling call below to see how we can implement all of these frameworks into your client fulfillment. So check the links in the description to book a call or DM me on Instagram. I will show you some SOPs and the best practices when it comes to scaling your business. And final lesson for this video, always data-driven decisions over emotion. Because you cannot manage what you do not track, and you cannot lead a client if you are making decisions based on your feelings. If your response rates are low or show-up rates are suffering, it's not a mystery. It's a data point that needs to be fixed. Stop thinking about what might work and start using the tracking sheets to see exactly where the bottleneck is. When you can show a client hard numbers of why they are failing, it's no longer a tough conversation. It's a logical reality check. So always be proactive, direct, and never be afraid to walk away from a client who refuses to grow. By the way, I highly encourage you to watch one of my videos when I got interviewed by Jordan Belfort-Smalkte in Milan, Italy. We spoke a little about business, marketing, and sales, the best practices that got my agency from 0 to 50k per month in profit in just 6 months. In this video, you'll also learn a little bit more about my background and story. And yeah, at this moment of video, feel free to subscribe, leave a like button and comment, because I'm going to throw much more bangers about how you can scale predictably your info businesses. So if you're a coach, consultant, high-ticket business owner, that's the way to go to subscribe to this channel. And thank you for watching, and see you on the next one.